Sometimes you have hard weeks. Sometimes it's all the same stuff. Sometimes every day it's just kind of like a grab bag of what may happen. That's breakfast. Of course, I put potato chips and ketchup on it, so I'm not going to show you that because it's kind of a travesty to some people. Through Their Eyes, sponsored by XOI Technologies, and also today brought to you from the moonshine capital of the world, Franklin County, Virginia. Self-interview, take one. Action. There's so many things that are to be liked about this job, or it's less of a job but a career, or not even a career so much as you become part of this whole business. Chiefly people. People are one of the favorite parts of my job, because you do get to meet and encounter so many different types of people from all walks of life. The other part is the challenge. It never ends. It's constantly a challenge. Just the work. Forget the business part. Just fixing equipment is a constant learning experience. There's never a moment where very few people could say, I know it all. There's nothing more for me to learn. I've done everything in this industry. That's just not. I don't think that's possible. I really don't. You could spend 70 years in this business if you could hang it out that long. And somebody's going to build something new. So it's a never-ending learning experience. And that keeps it fresh. It can keep it frustrating, but it keeps it fresh as well. So people, the challenge, those are my favorite parts of the business. We all done here. That kind of leads into what's the most challenging part of the job. Dealing with people. So I get called down here because the toaster's not working at the end of the day. That's all involved. Really? A consumable that you can buy. Y'all know it's bad, but then you put a work order in it. Taz is going to love this. This is the kind of thing that just burns through budgets. And I don't mind. Hey, I'm getting paid. But I did just drive an hour and 50 miles down the road, and I got to drive back 50 more miles in an hour back to town, because it's got nothing else down here in this part of Dylan Banjo's world. So there's 2 hours of my life I'll never get back that I could have spent working on someone else's equipment. I've spent more of my life in this building than anywhere else. So it's like home, even though it's not. There's a cranky old man right there. That's what I do it for, all them, especially my babies. Dishwasher's leaking. So here was my view of what we were doing that whole time. Literally, that's all I could see. Can't see anything from here. And now back to the studio. So here's my tool bag laid out on a table. And here's my set of Nepros screwdrivers. These things were like $200 just for 6, but they're well worth it, every penny. 1/4-inch magnetic nut driver with security bit on the end for turbo shuff. Here's a multi-tap tool. It's got a tap on this end and tap on the other end. You can flip it around. This is extremely handy to have. Crimpers, skinners, and I would gladly endorse Nip-X. These tools are so fantastic. These are great. They give you a little extra leverage when you're squeezing. These are worth every penny. Needle nose, wire cutters, lineman pliers, gear wrench set, Allen keys, a whole set of nut drivers, channel lock pliers, little adjusting screwdriver, adjustable wrenches, leak detector, snap ring pliers, good for IR elements on turbo shafts and among other things. And then of course a little box of everything in here. And then of course my meter to both of them. And I've got a lockout tag out. That's a useful safety feature to have. Keep people from killing you when you're working on something. You turn the breaker off and someone comes on and says, "Oh, why is this turned off?" Flip! And then you're electrocuted. On wheels! Yes, look at that. I always carried my bag and I saw these and thought, well, that's real lazy. And then I got old and realized, no, that's just smart. That's what's in the tool bag. And it usually looks like a garbage bag because there's just all kinds of junk in there. My tools are in there and then they get jumbled up even though I try to keep them straight and organized. And then there'll be parts in there and it will look a mess sometimes. It gets so bad I just end up dumping the bag out on the bench and just going through it. This is literally the best part of the day, honestly. Fired up. Fired up on a Tuesday. I don't know, 5 minutes at least. Multitasking, fired up and working. Jeez, it's wet. There's no reason for that to be that difficult. Ready to go. Sweet. This is going to wrap up all of my filming and I'm going to ship all this back to Lisa. Thanks a lot.